You ready?
Yes.
What's going on, wrestling true believers? It's a great day in Finland. I am your host, one host, Mr. Team Bring It, the one that looked like Scorpion, the one that I do not give a fuck. It's me versus all, and and it's gonna be done when at the end of the day. You scare me. I want y'all to keep hitting them like buttons. Hit the like button, and also share and comment, please. We want to get this shit cracking tonight. Cracking. It's been a while since we actually did a show. I have been busy. But once again, I will be on here full time. Matter of fact, I actually kind of shut down my role in Hashtag Heroes for Life. So my guys will be doing that portion. However, I will be doing cookouts. I will also be doing shows with Joe. But yeah, I'll be on here every once in a while and all that good shit or whatever. But yes, so my role has changed a little bit. But yes, me and Joe will be doing these shows continuously. So yes, and we'll let you know if we do it on Tuesdays or not. We do that type of thing. So I'm going to hand it over to Joe. And yeah, go ahead. Go, Joe.
Anything for Salinas. This is Toxic Jose, a.k.a. Mr. Imaginary Circus, a.k.a. Why Would You Say That, a.k.a. Huh? And when I say huh, I mean huh. We got a lot to talk about, a lot to get into. I am Toxic Jose, a.k.a. Joe Freeland, a.k.a. I'm one of the members of Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. We are on hiatus as well. We will be back May 15th, possibly. And once we're back, we're going to be back till, I guess, SummerSlam. No, not SummerSlam. Alright, so Survivor Series and take another break. We're going to keep this thing going, keep this thing rolling. Rest in the Basic Catering every Tuesday, 9-ish p.m. Tell a friend to tell a friend, share. Keep it the likes. We need 10K likes. Okay, you cannot sit here and just be... I know all y'all play video games. So the fact that we got 9-something K likes is a problem. Now hurry up.
Yes, get this done. Please, let's just get the shit done. Let's just get done. Yeah. All right, so... I think I'm going to start with violence this evening. It seemed like you had some issues that you wanted to confront me and Angel about, which, my secretary will be joining us shortly. So, yeah, you actually thought that you were just going to just come on here and get freebies? No, I want to hear what you got to say. Why you had an issue last night?
I didn't have an issue last night. I didn't agree with what you were saying.
Which part?
You said something, along the lines like Tony Khan going on ESPN and making his Harvey Weinstein comment.
Okay.
Here's my thing. And it's just me. It ain't got to be nobody else. I can sail this hill alone. If you are the owner of a company and you are the face of a company, there is something called a time and a place. I get your plug in AEW. I'm all for that. I'm a fan of AEW. Do that. But to say, well, yes, AEW is Pepsi, and the other company is like Harvey Weinstein. Whoa! Time and place. But you said CM Punk went onto a podcast with Ariel Helwani. And you compared the two when they were vastly different.
Sure did. I don't know how.
Okay, who's the face of AEW?
Tony Khan.
Okay, so Tony Khan being the face, sole proprietor, CEO, saying what he said versus CM Punk, who just works at WWE. He just works there. He's not the face of that company. Cody Rhodes may be the face of that company. Maybe even Triple H may be the face of that company. Hell, the guy behind me right now might be the face of that company. But it is never going to be CM Punk right now. He is past his prime. He's too old to do it in the first place. It's not hate. That's the truth.
Okay.
So what you were saying yesterday, I was like, that's not even remotely the same.
Okay.
In any aspect of it. Was Tony Khan wrong? In my opinion, I think he is under the mindset any publicity is good publicity for the company. That's how he thinks. Because he released the tapes for the whole CM Punk thing or whatever, and that happened. He's been adamant about being in competition with WWE, whether it be on social media or whether he can just say it on whatever soapbox he wants to. And you can retort and be like, Triple H says some petty things too. And he said, he has. But at the same time, it's time and place. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. So, you are done, correct?
But
Okay, so I do not know why we got so sensitive all of a sudden. I mean, because like I said, if this is supposed to be a competition, I mean, I'm recognizing you as being the top dog of the company. Everybody wants that acknowledgement, correct? Correct. Okay, yeah, we do. So, when it comes to me and my pettiness, because WWE can be petty and then yet we don't say anything, it's called selective outrage. Okay, that's exactly what that is. So I'm tired of the selective outrage. I'm tired of it. People talk about name, time, and place or whatever. So I guess it's appropriate for us to say this on social media where we are comfortable in a toxic pool. But when it comes to what I guess the NFL Network, they're trash too. They always be beefing. On the NBA Network, they be beefing as well. But in a playful manner, okay? But once again, Tony Khan was in character. He had a fucking neck brace, and everybody was trying to figure out, like, why in the fuck this man is in the neck brace or whatever. It got some attention. So, I do agree with you that maybe he shouldn't have did... What? No? Wait a minute. Maybe he shouldn't have said the Harvey Weinstein comment. However, this is common knowledge, and I guess he just wanted to reinforce it and be petty. I get it. I totally get it. But the problem is that we need to stop being so fucking sensitive, okay? Like, once again, y'all can't sit up here and say, when WWE say something about AEW on the indirect tip, now all of a sudden everybody talk about the Attitude Era is back. You know, it's fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. I mean, for real. They say one little fucking line, and, you know, they took, you know, the Attitude Era is coming back. Oh my God, WWE is coming back. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, if you have not found your balls, maybe you should go to Oz. Maybe you should be under a little tornado warning in Kansas or whatever, and maybe that little F5 tornado can wrap you up in the fucking vortex, and maybe you can go to Oz and you can ask Zordon to get your fucking balls. Maybe you should do that. But I digress.
No. Come here. When Triple H said he was tired of people not wanting to come to the brand and come to work and do everything else.
Oh, we're not going to do this.
And he was all acting all wild and hostile and everything else. And everybody was like, oh, well, I was talking about Will Ospreay and this and the third. Bald Bro and me were one of the first people to say, no, Trips, you lost that. You dropped the ball. You didn't win that one. Same thing with Okada. You tried to push your Asian superstars and you lost that. Means you lost the bidding war. You didn't win that. It is not selective outrage. There is a time and a place for certain things. And the fact of the matter is that was the wrong time on the wrong place when he had a good draft with the Jacksonville Jaguars. On ESPN, who is an ABC affiliate, who he needs to continue to be able to stream his network, to stream his product. What they're going to say is, Tony, why should we bring you in to ABC or whatever? Well, I think my numbers. Well, Tony, you said a lot of inappropriate stuff thus far. Because it's a business at the end of the day. It's not just wrestling. It's the wrestling business. And you know that for a fact to be true. I am not saying you are wrong. Okay?
No, I'm not saying you're wrong either. I just really think that we need to stop being so goddamn sensitive. That's it.
Hey, listen to me.
Yes,
I'm not
honey.
saying you're wrong. Okay? I'm not saying you're wrong. However,
I'm not saying you're wrong either.
All right. You know better.
You too.
You know better.
You too.
You know better.
You too. Yes, you should go and play in the Nile River. Yes, you should.
The what?
Nothing.
The Nile River?
Nothing.
Go on to the next subject, because you try to start me. You try to start me tonight.
So we're gonna continue. All right, so we're going to talk about the NFL draft. I do not know what the fuck that shit was about, but once again, I hate to be right. I don't want to be arrogant, but you know, I've been trying to tell y'all that this is why you got upset. Oh yeah, I love violence. So, when I said that Triple H in this new era, whatever, which he should never said, because there is nothing about what he has done that has been new.
I'm not mad at Stormy, because Stormy just said, the draft is stupid.
Hush your mouth. Okay, number one. First of all, the only thing that we have seen is camera shots from the Attitude Era. We have seen these shots, and they want to implement it here in 2024. Okay, that's new. Yay! Let me see what else. It seemed like Cedric Alexander just keep getting buried. Now we got Wheel of Fortune type of belts. Same people got drafted to the same place that they were before. I don't get it. And the NWO, LWO, they still are trash. I mean, God, this NFL was excuse me, did I say NFL? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The WWE draft NFL was absolutely horrendous. And I'm sorry, you're gonna have to fuck with me on this one. This I mean, this shit was completely fucking stupid. I mean, it just was. I'm sorry. It just was.
Can I go?
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. This is something that I found profound when I heard someone say it. They said, if you take away every independent, every other major every other major wrestling program without their pay-per-views, what are they? Mm-hmm. Okay. Hold on to that point right there. Mm-hmm. The WWE draft is not for us. It is not supposed to be a new thing. It is not supposed to be anything different under the sun or whatever, because what WWE has to do is build stars. By them building stars, they're going to keep people in the same area that they need to be in the first place. Why? Because if you have DIY with A-Town Down Under or whatever, you're going to create new stars in the tag team division that you want to build.
You mean DIY DX?
You stop. And then if it's anything like that, they want to create the narrative. Now, Triple H is in command, but Triple H also knows that he has to create a new narrative and undo everything you guys have seen since like 2019 when WWE was trash. It is impossible to do that without having some type of plan. There was a plan in place. Why was the WWE draft the same week as the NFL draft? I'll tell you why that was. That's called branding. Because someone's going to search draft and all of a sudden see WWE and bring new people to the program in the first place. That's what that is. There's not going to be anything new on there. They have to create new rivalries for Cody. They got to make new tag teams for the tag team championships.
Okay. We're not going to do this. Okay, so how long have they been building Cody? My nigga? How long? Just answer the question. Just give me a number. Between 1 and 5.
It's like 3 years.
Three years. Okay. All right. Cool. How long was Roman champion for?
It's like 3 years.
4 years, actually. So who have they been building in the background?
They built a lot of faces.
Absolutely nobody. So my whole thing is that Joe. Once again, we have talked about this on my show, your show, here on this show, here on the Cookout. I'm like, see, this is the problem that you have when you want to do shit while you in the curve. You want to make sure before you get in the curve that you have your priorities straight. That is the issue that I have been telling people about the WWE. WWE does not want to, they don't want to acknowledge the fact that they're trash when it comes to building fucking stars. Why the fuck Cody Rhodes have to fight random fucking people? He should have already had opponents in line to face him for that championship. Now this man got to play duck goose to find these fucking opponents.
Why is it that when y'all watch this program and y'all have seen what this happens in the program, y'all act like y'all have never seen new stars get birthed out of nowhere? I don't understand it. The whole prevalence of this whole thing is to destroy what a rapist created. Destroy the whole narrative of it. He wouldn't push Johnny Gargano because he thought he was too small. He wanted Adam Cole to be a manager in the first place. He wouldn't push Keith Lee because he thought Keith Lee was overweight. That's what the rapist did on a regular basis. So now, Keith Lee is gone. Adam Cole is gone, and you know how vital they were in the black and gold era towards the end. So what do? You have to restructure, rebuild, recreate a different narrative in the first place. You're not going to pay money to see Johnny Gargano versus Cody Rhodes right now. You know why you're not going to pay that? Because you don't remember NXT TakeOver Johnny Gargano. That's a fact. That's what that is. That's what that means. That's what the narrative of this is. The reason why certain brands can do certain things or whatever is because they don't have to do rebuilds. AEW doesn't have to do rebuild. MLW doesn't have to do rebuild. PWG, no rebuild. They just put the matches together the way they're supposed to be put together in the first place. WWE is not like that, and you know that. You know that for a fact. You keep saying this rebuild stars thing when I say it, because the fact of the matter is that whoever wrestled Roman got into a space to be better somehow, some way, but they were faces. Cody needs heels. Gunther was built up to be that heel. DM Punk was built up to be that heel. They are building.
But didn't you say before that when these wrestlers that face Roman got elevated, where are they?
Sami Zayn is an Intercontinental Champion. No, you asked me a question. Sami Zayn is an Intercontinental Champion right now. Whatever is actually on the burner.
You know that.
Hold on, wait. You asked me a question. You asked me a question.
Okay.
Sami Zayn is Intercontinental Champion, which means he's got a belt. Kevin Owens is
for
about
the
to be
third time. That's not building a champ. But continue.
How is that? That's your worker champion.
Sir. When I said building stars, I didn't say go back yesterday. I didn't say that. I didn't say go back in your motherfucking DeLorean. Okay? I didn't say that. I said tomorrow, not yesterday. I didn't say that. But for some reason, WWE does not trust certain wrestlers, and that is the problem. Like, okay, as much as I do not like Liv Morgan should have got that damn championship. She should have got that instead of fucking Becky. But once again, I know we're gonna go back and forth with that. But once again, that's just my thought process.
Y'all want stuff to happen, but then after the fact, don't know what's supposed to happen next. Like when Liv Morgan
that's why everybody needs to be so creative.
Okay, but when Liv Morgan wins it, who does she face? That's why you
have a credit team, right?
I'm asking you,
I digress.
as the co-host whose show this is. This is your show. I'm asking you now.
No. We're not doing that. This is our show.
Fine. Our show.
Don't do that. This ain't a one-man partnership. The fuck?
Who does Liv Morgan face after she wins the championship? Who? Don't say Rhea. She's injured. Becky? Again? And you want to lose again? After all her momentum?
I mean, that is the reason why you have NXT, right? Like, who's next, right? I mean, this is the reason why you have... Pause. This is the reason why you have people that's supposed to be built up for tomorrow. But once again, you have a roster where a bunch of nobodies, a bunch of jobbers, and like I said, you should have been building them up from, like, yesteryear. But it's just like, once again, I'm talking in foreign. That is the problem that we are having. That is the problem that Cody is having. But once again, I digress.
I said, who would you book against Liv Morgan? And you said that because NXT is supposed to be building other people, that basically, I'm just going to paraphrase, that you said you don't think that there's anyone for her to face.
Honestly, logically,
yes,
there's really nobody that I can really think of.
Exactly. So therefore,
I really can't think.
Just go with the same choice.
So you're going to go back. You're going to go back to why? So you're going to have her just come out there and talk about, hey, the man has came through. Listen, I need you to stop rearranging what Rock says. I need you to stop doing that. I mean, I am trying to be as real as possible with you on this.
Hold on 1 second.
Zoe Starks, that is a good choice.
Rick,
but yet
the one who can't really cut a promo.
See, there you
Stormy.
go. See, there
Stormy.
you go.
No, Stormy. We can't trust Stormy.
See, shit like that.
Because that's who WWE.
So Stormy he just gave you a name, and then you just shot that down. See, that's what I'm going.
Because you don't want to see. You're not salivating over that. You don't want to see it.
Salivating.
You don't want to see it.
First of all, I'm a Christian. Okay, I'd rather you do not disrespect me.
I'm not disrespecting you.
Do not.
I'm telling you the truth. You are not. You are not in a desperation mode to see Liv versus Zoe Stark.
I don't need. Sweetie, I don't have to be motherfucking desperate. I'm here to sit my fucking tea, and I'm trying to figure out when the next motherfucker is going to be built up. But once again,
but you have to let them build it. This.
Okay.
You can't listen. Hold on one second.
All right.
Hold on one second. You can't do this. You see how? Listen, Tony Khan knew that Swerve was going to be a big deal in some shape, fashion, or form, and he built it. He built it, and it created this whole narrative of Swerve.
Indeed.
Now it's Swerve's house. But you know how long that took?
It took a couple of months. It didn't take 3 years.
He knew after they lost the tag team championships, and he turned on Keith Lee. He knew he had something.
Correct.
And he put that, and that was like 6+ months, 9+ months
Correct.
ago.
So why we can't have the same energy in WWE? Oh, for you, it takes time. Like, how many times do we need this shit? Like, how many? Oh, I forgot. Y'all in y'all honeymoon phase because, when it comes to Triple H, he's the second coming of Jesus. So.
I'm not doing this. This has to stop.
I mean,
everybody gives passes to certain people for certain things.
Right? You are absolutely right on that one. Everybody and their mama gets passes when it comes to you. I get it.
Wow.
You know what? That is the most logical thing that you have said on this podcast.
Wow.
I'm glad you said that. Please screenshot this shit and put this on Twitter. Yes.
Wow. First off, you, me, a bunch of people give Tony Khan this endless season pass for some of the stuff he does. Yes, he struggles with storytelling, but he's such a good booker and everything else. Yes, that is true. That is so true. But he has not put together a good story since Hangman Page. And you know it. You know it to be true.
So we're just going to totally ignore that he built some nobody like Darby Allin. We're going to ignore the fact that
Darby Allin wasn't a nobody.
We're going to ignore. To me, he was. Like, I didn't know who the fuck Darby Allin was until he got to AEW, and that's a clear fact. I'm like, who the fuck this man is? Who is this crash dummy? I'm like, who is this? I'm just saying, like,
him and Swerve, the AEW champion, had bangers.
I get it, but once again, we cannot ignore the fact that AEW has built stars, unlike WWE. It don't make no motherfucking sense that the only thing that you have built was Jey Uso and Sammy. Everybody else.
Give me the stars in AEW.
Been a non-motherfucking factor, huh?
Give me the stars in AEW.
You got MJF. You got Hangman Page. You got Swerve. You got.
Wait! Stop.
And I haven't even gotten to the tag team division. So if you want me to go there too, I can do that too.
Are we? Listen, this is my question to you.
Yes.
Are we counting people that were in WWE first and now they're stars in AEW?
I mean, I didn't know if I had a choice.
That's all I was asking. That's all I was asking.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the criteria is, sir.
That's all I'm asking.
But we're going to digress and we're going to move on because, like I said, the people that were in the WWE, I don't understand, like, how they become stars in another company, but then in the other company, it's like they were sitting in fucking catering talking about hit row and then didn't go nowhere. But whatever. We're going to move on. So, do you want to open up the floodgates so we can have all the other people come in and speak?
Open! Sure. As long as it's not Stormy in this weird ass pink ass Dipset jacket he got.
Wow. You so stupid. Okay.
We ain't seen Roosh on Dynamite in God knows how long. Stop saying Roosh. Let that shit go.
Oh my God.
Let it go, bro. You gotta let it go,
silly. Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm hating. I'm sorry.
No, he's just being trash.
I'm
God. Okay. All right. So let's bring in. First of all, we gonna slowly bring some people in. Okay. All right. Okay.
You gonna behave?
Who?
Joe, you gonna behave?
Angel, okay.
Because I cannot believe we agreed on one thing. And who has the freaking squeaky chair?
Hey, Angel, stop talking
It
to me
sounds like a
that.
creaky door.
Stop talking, Angel. Listen, number one, just sidebar, Angel. Don't talk to me like that. You just like I went somewhere else and I forgot about wrestling. You gonna behave? Don't talk to me like that. I am a boy, Damon. Don't.
I know you're a boy.
You're a
That's why I'm
boy?
talking to you like a boy.
She can't.
Gonna behave?
No, did you hear how she said it? She said she freaking what's his name? She Christian grade me just now. She Christian grade me just now.
Everybody, we got 10K likes. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Let's go to 10. Let's go to 20K, y'all, and please share the podcast. Thank you. Go ahead.
Stormy, you got your jacket ready? Let's do this.
RM, thank you for your comment. You asked what did we think about the call-ups? They were absolutely trash. Plain simple.
Oh my god. Can someone explain to me why Chelsea Green is fighting for a belt on NXT when she was just drafted to SmackDown? Can somebody explain that shit to me? Because that's freaking wild.
Guys, I just want you guys to know that what WWE is giving you exactly what would be like fantasy booking in other places. Like, for example, Chelsea Green is over. So if she wins the NXT championship or is NXT and then dominates NXT, you can move her back up in the main roster. They're like intermittent pieces and parts that go into it. So if someone's good here and they're built up here and they can be trusted here, you can move them here. Blair Davenport has been consistent in NXT with no mess-ups. Lyra Valkyrie was an NXT Women's Champion for a long time.
Those were
and
the only
Becky
two I
Lynch.
was happy with. Those were the only two I was happy with.
People forgot about Dominic Dijak. I'm sorry, is it Dijak, Dijakovic, whichever one? Dijak is on Raw now. That's exciting. Like that's
second time being there, so hopefully they keep him and don't let him go.
Yeah, because he's not going to be into the weird face paint and the mask now, so he'll be okay.
The thing of the draft was the fact Odyssey Jones was drafted again to Raw after never being shown on Raw. After last year, he was drafted to Raw. He was.
I'm sorry, who?
Last year, and he got drafted again this year. That was stupid. Next up, I'm agreeing with Chris. Liv Morgan should have won. Otherwise, what's the point of showing us the clip of her getting rid of mommy if we're not going to capitalize on it? Because now just have her stay saying over and over, "Oh, I eliminated Rhea. I did what you couldn't do." Yes, I get it. Business-wise, let's go with Becky Lynch and her dumbass book. I get it. What can they do? Becky Lynch had her time. Like Mid-South said, if a certain person was healthy, y'all would be complaining if she would have won. The queen. But yet, here goes Becky. Oh, yes, the man has done it. Becky Lynch is doing exactly what LA Knight did. That's cosplaying as The Rock, and y'all eating it up.
Ooh. Well, what? Ooh. And welcome Mid-South.
What did you say?
What's going on, y'all?
What did you say?
Has been cosplaying as The Rock, and y'all been eating it up. She took a little bit of Rock and a little bit of Flair, and everybody fell in love with it.
Who did?
Nia Jax
Becky?
would have been a better choice to win. Let her go on a domination.
I think the strobe lights is getting to your eyes.
No,
bro,
Nia Jax would have been better. If
not to his ass.
I would have picked Nia Jax. She would have been perfect. I agree. I agree with Stormy.
Over and over, us showing us that clip of Liv Morgan attacking Rhea when Liv didn't even win the damn match. What's the point? Like Vince out there, Liv could have won, came out, talked her shit, tournament for number one contender. Nia Jax could have came out, won. I'm gonna continue what my cousin just lost. Something, but what do we get? Bland ass flat back Becky Lynch.
Stormy, how long are tours? how long are tours?
He said flat back.
I mean, yes, Becky's built like an iPhone. We all know that. No one's out here.
Becky went backwards.
Why are we like that? Y'all, come on. Okay, let's all be adults. Becky is built. Becky Lynch is built like an iPhone with a bad battery.
This is what I'm saying.
Stop this.
You know it's two things. Number one, Triple H or whoever else you want to say has failed the women's division on Raw because the women's division on Raw is terrible. It is. The women's division on Raw is terrible compared to SmackDown. You finna make that face? Compared to SmackDown, Raw women's division is terrible. It's Becky,
I have to agree.
I can't believe you even made that face. Like, you made that light-skinned face. Don't do that.
Raw. Listen to me, hot take. Raw women division is ass compared to SmackDown.
Oh God!
I just want you to answer my first question. How long is a tour?
It depends on how good the book is.
Okay, so why on a revenge tour would you have her?
Live revenge tour? Live revenge tour could have been for everybody who wronged her. Rhea Ripley,
right?
Becky Lynch. But what happened? She lost to Becky Lynch. Oh.
But like, bro, listen, and I'm not even trying to yell at you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just asking you a question, cause like, it's a revenge tour. You know what I mean? Like, it's a tour. Like, it's, like,
so
I don't know how many.
Let me ask you this though, Hot. Why not give it to Nia? Why not give it to Nia so then Liv can break her kneecap? I'm just saying, do another revenge tour on her. Like, I don't understand. Why not give it to her?
It's the same thing I'm gonna ask Chris. Who would she face after that?
So we're doing this.
Okay.
Shayna Baszler.
Okay.
You have Lash. You have Jade.
You remember
you have Bianca. Do I need to go on?
Assassin, right? I know we don't forget. We forgot the assassin because obviously she doesn't make the qualifications of a woman. I guess I don't know.
Okay,
but Nia could have took the belt, and then they could have made some smart draft picks. Like, I don't know, have JB number 1, and then Bianca follow over to Raw. Like, they could have done that instead of what they did.
Can I put a bug in you guys' ear?
Sure.
No, because I don't like spiders.
I don't either.
Okay, well, let me just put this thought in your head. They probably put it on Becky because everybody will probably want Becky to lose the championship. Which basically means you open up the floodgates for somebody else to compete, and you find a new star out of nowhere. I keep telling y'all the same thing. But I feel like I'm repeating myself.
I say, looking at the current Raw women's roster, you're focusing on Raw, right? You already said no to Liv. Nia Jackson's gone. Who do you see as that star to go up with Becky that you would like to see?
Can I interject real quick before this goes in another circle?
Jesus!
You are welcome to it. Hi, Lord.
I was praying for your deliverance. Go ahead.
So real quick, I know Triple H is Jesus and he can't do no wrong and he's the greatest booker of all time. It's clearly showing that post WrestleMania, but I think this new era of TKO is more business minded than it is letting your favorite wrestler be the world champion. And I think when you look at the women's roster right now, Becky Lynch is the most marketable person that's going to make them money, and no one else in that roster is in that level. And TKO is looking at it from a business standpoint and not to make your favorite wrestler the champion.
Hold on.
That's weird. I feel like someone said that.
Hold on. I literally said
weird.
I said I think about Becky. Before you make no stupid ass face, I said that. So go ahead and stop, because I said that. Before you try to say,
so once again, it goes back to what I said. Nothing has changed. It's going back based on business. Who can make the most money? So that is why WWE continues to keep having these fucking problems. So you can make money and build a star at the same time, but once again, WWE is one-dimensional. But whatever. I don't know anything.
And I don't know why everyone's clamoring over Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan was given the title over Ronda Rousey, who was booked as the greatest person in female wrestling history at one point in time, and she was so bad as a champion. The second Charlotte Flair stepped foot on the ramp, where they're like, "Yo, don't take that title off her. Show her how women's divisions ran."
God,
that was almost 2 years ago, right?
People don't forget.
Obviously.
Let's be real. The only reason Liv Morgan was getting her push, call me controversial, is because of Margot Robbie and Harley Quinn. Let's keep it real. That's the only reason why she get pushed like that.
No, the only reason people like Liv Morgan is because Alexa Bliss isn't on TV and she doesn't look like Shayna Baszler. Let's stop booking Liv Morgan to be the
she can slip a lollipop like anybody and make her tongue red. Or
girl.
Yo, we talking about Liv Morgan. All right.
Just saying.
Girl.
Let's be honest.
Go ahead, Warren.
How long did they try to get Liv Morgan over? They've been trying to get Liv Morgan over.
Yeah, the same thing they've been trying to keep Roman over. It took 15 years.
They repackaged her so many times, and It just was not hitting. The person
Not as many times as Carmella.
The person who finally got Liv Morgan to break through was Becky Lynch. Like, all this Becky slander, y'all are wilding. And like, if you, I know that being a wrestling fan is not about objectivity, but if you can try to be objective, there is not a better choice than Becky Lynch to have your belt on at any time. She can make
How did Becky try to get Liv over?
Anybody. She can make a program interesting with anybody. She and for the most part, all she's been doing for the last few years is lifting up and putting over other talent.
Wear it.
Yeah, Stormy, yes. Please rain on him, please.
I literally gave Becky Lynch her credit. I then follow with the statement. When Charlotte Flair does the exact same thing as Becky Lynch, the reaction is opposite. People will say, oh, well, Charlotte always coming to get a belt. Becky Lynch got the NXT title because an announcer messed up and said that she won the NXT title. Other than that, what was the reason? Why did Becky Lynch get the NXT title?
Real quick, only thing that's dropping me back.
Wait, no, I can barely hear you. Like,
tap on the microphone
like
and hold it.
like
Tap
a
on
box
the
or
head
something.
of it.
Like,
Wait.
It's not on.
I was gonna say it's not even. I don't think you're using it.
It's for decoration.
Oh, it's a prop. Got you.
So stupid.
oh,
My bad.
Hey, if you
Stormy,
guys
you
are
need to
not
yell.
speaking, mute your mic real quick. Okay. All right. Cool. Who was going next?
Can you hear me now? Is that better?
Yeah. Go ahead, Stormy.
Okay. I was saying I gave Becky Lynch her credit. I was just saying when Charlotte does the exact same thing, the reaction from fans is always different. It's always, oh, here go that Flair using her name. Becky Lynch does, oh my God, my Irish queen. Oh my God, everything she does. Oh my God, thank you, Becky Lynch. You are absolutely, you're a crown jewel. I know why I know that business wise. Right now in this current state, like I said, I take this Raw Women division is ass. I know why Becky Lynch got the belt. Just like the main event.
she's the best option. She's
by
far the best option.
They don't got nobody. Of
That's
course,
what
she's
I
gonna be
said.
the best option.
I literally said.
I think the W.
Wait, hold on, guys.
Their
Hold
roster
on,
is good, but I think their booking is terrible.
hold on, guys. I
That
agree.
before Rhea got hurt, that the plan they were doing was Rhea and Liv. And Rhea got hurt. They're gonna come back to Rhea and Liv, and so they're gonna put the belt on Liv right before Rhea comes back. So obviously, Liv's got to get that belt off of a babyface because Liv beating Nia just isn't realistic. Number one. By the way, Nia Jax, give her all her flowers because Nia selling for Liv is an Academy Award winning performance.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Like
it's
so,
great.
so Nia Jax definitely deserves her flowers. But
Nia's killing it.
But like, come on, man! Like, we don't know how long Rhea's gonna be out, and ain't nobody trying to see Liv Morgan in a long-term title run. That is not gonna be good TV.
Y'all think Rhea Ripley's legit hurt? Because I don't.
I think she is.
Yeah, she had surgery, Anthony. They even showed it.
I don't think she's hurt.
I think she posted something.
I just seen her post
She's
the other day.
supposed to be getting married.
I think she left for a marriage. I don't think she left for an
The
injury.
honeymoon. She said, "Look, I'm trying to make a baby. I think you got to get her. You got to get her off."
Yeah, I think she dipped, and they didn't have anyone credible to take it off her. And instead of having her lose for no reason and make her look weak, they just told her to step away from it.
But okay, going.
So then, hold on. So if you think she's stepping away, why in the hell did they not just give it to Becky at WrestleMania? Because I'm sorry, this reign right now means absolutely nothing. It's garbage.
If you don't have
You
a reason
shoulda
for her to
given it to
lose,
Nia.
you don't have her take a senseless loss.
Wait, what?
If you don't have Rhea is your only mega. There's 3 people on your roster at any point in time who are absolute mega stars. Love her or hate her, it's Charlotte Flair, it's Jade Cargill right now, and it's Rhea Ripley. And if you don't have a legitimate reason for them to take a loss clean on the mat, then don't do it. Because at any point in time, they're your top 3 people. And if Becky's
Jade can't wrestle, she's in a tag, and that was the stupidest concept ever to give it to Rhea again, only to take it off with her. What, a week later after she hits the wall, and then you say she's not like hurt? That's stupid.
Okay,
Jade can't wrestle worth the shit. She had to have 3 people to back her up.
This is my thing. Because I asked you guys this question earlier, and I said, if Liv Morgan wins it, who do you want to see her face? And y'all gave me 3 or 4 different people in the first place, so we're adamant about doing that. But now we're fighting about the Becky thing. We're not fighting about it. We're just debating about the Becky thing. And I feel like it's one of those things where I get it. You want to see something different. But again, you have to rebuild everything we know. We wanted Liv 2 years ago when she won Man in the Bank.
See, you
We
keep
wanted-
saying
Do not
rebuild.
call it a new era. Do not call it a new era when you had so long to rebuild it. You had till January. You want to know who messed it up? The Rock. You want to know who helped mess it up more?
I have a question.
Triple
I have a
H.
question. I have a question.
That is
I have a
who
question.
messed it up.
I have a question.
Who took the dynamic
Rock
away?
gotta do with
I'm
the women's
sorry.
division?
Do
I
not
have a question.
call it a
I
new
have a question.
era when you ain't gonna put it on a new champion, and all you're gonna do is wash, rinse, repeat. You stuck it on the person that Nia broke her nose. That's more of a storyline. Nia should have been fighting her to win the belt because they have freaking how many years of beefing right there for the broken nose when she called
That's
herself
true.
the man to begin
That's true.
with. So no,
That's true.
it's wash, rinse, repeat. That is the new era.
I have a quick question.
Go ahead, Joe.
If you didn't want Becky to win it, then who else did you want to see win it, and who would you want them to face? I'm asking the same question again because you guys keep saying you want something new, but you don't
I'll
give
answer
me.
it again.
Hold on 1 second. Let's
I'll
go to
answer
Miss
it
Al.
again.
Miss Al, he got his hand up. Go ahead, Miss Al.
So, hot take. I would agree with you if you're telling me that after WrestleMania, they took all the plans they had post WrestleMania or all the plans they had currently and just ripped them up. If they're starting brand new right now after Mania with brand new stories, meaning nothing that happened prior to Mania is still in the cards, then I would agree with you. Becky Lynch was not the best way to go. Becky Lynch was the easiest way to go.
Exactly.
That's two different things.
I agree.
Easiest way to go. Again, is she a babyface or is she a heel?
She a babyface. She basically the babyface security blanket for WWE.
But you got 3 hours of television to fill on Monday nights. You gotta put people on that can retain the audience. People, especially right now, like they are in such
that's
I
a terrible
changed the
take.
channel when she came on. I
That's
actually
a terrible
made dinner.
take.
So, like they need to put people on who can retain the audience, and like there's no legitimate
If that's the
argument
case,
to make that somebody can do that better than Becky Lynch. Not Nia, not Liv, nobody.
So in order to retain your audience, you're saying to hell with everybody else, let's give it to Becky just so we can maintain our audience.
Yeah.
So and you're also saying that Becky is the only draw on the card.
Right
the only
now, who
female
else
draw
would
on the
be?
card.
Who's another draw?
I mean, once again,
I'm asking you.
it goes back to what I said before. Maybe I'm cool. You know, once again, WWE does not know how to build stars in the background. That's why they're having that issue. That's why. Excuse me. Pause.
Pop to the world. Is when she worked with Becky Lynch.
Pause.
Becky Lynch been putting people over for years, and if you want to build these stars, there is nobody better you can put them with than Becky Lynch.
Who has put Becky? Who has Becky put over?
Rhea Ripley. She
Okay,
put over Nia.
Who has Becky put over?
Dre, that is
Rhea
really,
Ripley,
really great that you
Nia
said.
Jax, Liv Morgan.
Becky did not put over Rhea. Stop.
Hold on.
Okay,
Becky's
Nia
fine.
Jax then when Nia Jax first came back.
Stop.
Becky's program with Bianca was absolutely
Hold on 1 second.
amazing.
Bro.
I was hanging on that thing like by a thread, right? That was amazing. Then, most recently, Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton in NXT was talented, yes, but her working with Becky Lynch made people look at her as like, oh, this is real. Like, this is not just an NXT thing. This is real. Then she puts over Rhea at WrestleMania, and putting her over in a match matters. Rhea dominated that match physically. And again, Becky's someone, she's a vet, she's got accolades.
I got a question. So somebody can dominate an entire year, but then all of a sudden they're over after one match with a certain person and fuck everything else they did.
It validates
Exactly,
them.
Stormy.
You gotta
It
beat
validates.
somebody.
No.
You gotta beat somebody who matters.
So-
That's how storytelling works.
You asked a
put the
question
equity
whereas
in one
you said
person.
who is a draw. You said who is a draw on Raw. Obviously, it's Nia if they have her not only booked Friday on SmackDown, but turned around and booked her again on Monday for Raw. So how is that not a draw?
A huge problem is
Since
with
you
the
guys-
WWE's women's division is literally the build up to WrestleMania. I'm sorry, real quick. The build up to WrestleMania was Becky Lynch versus Io. Becky Lynch, I'm sorry, not Becky Lynch, Bayley and Io. Neither one of them barely wrestled to set up a story to actually be in the ring to put them both over, and they went and had a match and it worked. But the build up wasn't really there. It was all done story wise. It was not done in the ring. Rhea has squashed everybody for a whole year, and they just randomly threw Becky at her. They need to work the entire division, and they make everyone look like tag team jumbled up garbage mess, and no one stands out as a solo star.
I agree.
Okay, so based on what y'all just told me, right? Right? So based on what y'all telling me, on somebody getting validated, Cody Rhodes put over The Rock.
I mean, comments.
Okay, God. Listen, Becky Lynch.
You could say that, but
hold on, bro. Becky Lynch is like a 6-time champion that's main evented WrestleMania twice. She put over Tiffany Stratton, Lyra Valkyrie, after winning the NXT Championship, who were on what the development brand is. Rhea Ripley's been on a tear for the most part. If my math is correct, she main evented twice, 6-time champion on both brands in the first place or whatever. She could have demanded for either more time or to win the match in the first place. When we say put over Rhea, we're not saying she handed her the keys to the car and gave her the queendom and everything else. She knew the same way that John Cena, who was a 16-time champion, let Brock Lesnar dominate him in the first place, is the same way that Becky allowed Rhea to do it. It just wasn't her night.
Hang on, let me cut in real quick. Everybody, you are watching Wrestling Debates and Catering with me and my boy Joe. Every Tuesday, 9:30 Central, 10:30 Eastern. Please, we are stuck on 10.6K likes. Please, y'all, please tap. You are getting all the great content in the world right now. And also shout out to the comment section and our panel. And please share. Continue.
So I have a rebuttal of what you just said about Becky Lynch, right? So why is it that Becky put over Rhea? But when Charlotte Flair did what you said Becky wouldn't do, went and put her foot down, saying, you got me fucked up, me and Rhea is going to get our time. Even though Rhea lost, why did that not count as putting Rhea over? Because Charlotte said, no, let these people see what this girl got because I see something in her. Yes, Charlotte got attacked for when she won. But oh no, yeah, Charlotte goes and says, y'all got me fucked up. It's getting off 20 minutes. So why did that count as putting Rhea over? When you just say it, Becky, even though Becky didn't have to do that, Charlotte had to do that. Does that not count as putting somebody over?
The way you put somebody over is you need to be a big enough draw to get them to be put over. Becky is big, but she's not Charlotte. But when you get put over by Charlotte, it means more than getting put over by Becky.
So why?
Look, I'm not
double
arguing.
Standards, yo. The double
Somebody
standards.
said it in the comments.
It's not double standards. Charlotte
beating
one of the top females in the world. When she loses, it should mean something. Becky going down to NXT and getting beat by Lyra and getting beat by here, and like you're not getting put over. You're losing too much, and you diminish your stock as a talent. Charlotte goes out, and when she goes out on top, that's when she puts over a talent.
But I don't think Becky's stock is diminished. Becky put Tiffany Stratton over by beating her twice because that's the rub from working with her. To me, that's putting somebody over is making them better off for having worked with
I don't think y'all are misusing.
How beat somebody, put somebody over?
Because you make them better off for having worked
y'all.
with them.
Go ahead,
Y'all are misusing these terms. There is no woman on the roster that can legitimately put somebody over and then walk away. You put somebody over by getting yourself over. You get over on your own, and the person that's across the ring from you, which could literally be anyone, making you shine, making you look good, announcers making you look good, the writing team making you look good. There ain't no one woman that's putting somebody over and turning them into a superstar. They got to do that shit on their own.
That's correct.
Y'all are wrong. Y'all are misusing.
Who put over Becky Lynch? Becky Lynch was put over because she got a bloody nose one time in her career, and they've been riding that hype train ever since. In ring, she's not that good.
bro. Like,
You
okay,
think Becky not that good?
Okay.
I don't think Becky's that good in the ring.
That's a hot take.
I
No
feel like
offense,
the
Joe.
best
Here's
part
my
of the
argument.
stuff, I feel like
So-
the Becky's not that good stuff is about like feeling like she's not as good as a technical wrestler, and I think that's fine. But you know, I say this, I feel like we come to a point every week in the conversation where I have to draw this distinction. Like wrestling, as far as wrestling, the moves you do in the ring, that shit is overrated. What counts
No, it's not.
is the way
No,
you make
hell no.
people feel. Like people say all the time that Rock and Hogan from whatever WrestleMania that they fought in, that was like a 5-star match. And like to me, I don't necessarily care for that match so much, but I get it. It's because people cared. Like how you feel is what matters. Like that matters way more.
Quick question.
The
Let
moves you
me
feel.
debunk what you're saying there. Now I get it. You like entertainment. You like the promo and all that stuff, and the wrestling part is not 100% your cup of tea. But do you know how Hulk Hogan actually got over? It was his wrestling.
By
A
being
lot of
big.
people-
Wait. Where?
It was actually his wrestling. His wrestling
In the United
Hold
States
on.
or in Japan?
Both. I'm fixing to get to the reason. So, in Japan, he was a real good wrestler, yes. Taking that out of the equation. As much as people hated, Hulk Hogan's 3 moves is the reason why he got so big. His 3 moves were wrestling moves. I know, I get it. He wasn't bell to bell great, but the things
Damn
he
right.
did in the ring, is entertainment too, which goes with my TikTok the other day. You can entertain somebody inside the wrestling ring. It does not have to be on a microphone.
I totally agree with that. When I first saw Daniel Bryan, to me, Daniel Bryan was the first wrestler to me that, like, the way he would do this he had this thing he would go into towards like the end of his matches, like his hype up, where he would, you know, run from corner to corner and do the rollover drop kick, and like the way he just would build his matches. Daniel Bryan to me was one of the first wrestlers who just like his wrestling style was like captivating. Like the wrestling style was the story.
And
so, like,
Kurt Angle's was first for me. And I go back further than Kurt
Eric,
Angle.
I'm not
wait,
anti-wrestling, but I'm just saying, like, just to
Wait a minute,
my last point here.
Okay.
When I used to watch Monday Nitro as a kid, like the luchadors were cool, but like to me that didn't move me. It moved me much more when Sting would drop from the rafters in the last 2 minutes of the show, right? Like that had me on the edge of my seat way more than the 18 luchador flips.
I got you. Just let me say one thing real quick.
Gentlemen, come on. There's other people
Man, you
in
got
there.
it. I literally just want to respond to regular Joe.
Okay, go ahead.
Regular
Go
Joe,
ahead.
you totally missed the point of that. Obviously, Hogan's charisma and all that stuff went into account and was bigger than his wrestling. That's not the point I was making. You need to back up a little bit because you already done accused me of not watching indie wrestling and not going to an indie wrestling show.
Mid-South.
I'm not.
Let me explain to you about Joe. Joe likes to talk smack from the comments, but yet he'll go on his show and do a whole entire replay. So just ignore the Joe, because the Joe, he's more of the Joe in the comments is more of a pain in the ass than the one the next to me is. We'll put it at that. I'm liking the Joe next to me today.
Well,
why is that funny? That's funny. That's funny. We can laugh.
I didn't say nothing.
That's hurtful. No, that's hurtful. It's okay.
I'm muting myself now.
So let's go to Light Skin and Gouging and Will Gray. You guys have been waiting very patiently, so I'm gonna give it to Light Skin and Gouging, then we can go to Will. Go ahead, Light Skin.
Well, I've just been sitting back listening to this conversation about Becky and Liv, who deserves to have the Women's World Championship. I've said it all along. If you wanted to make that title feel relevant, you had an incoming tournament coming up that really doesn't mean jack diddly squat right now. And that's the Queen of the Ring tournament that's coming up here at the end of this month.
Mm-hmm.
So, as far as I'm concerned, you didn't need to rush and put a Women's World title. I understand the business aspect onto it because at the moment, Becky Lynch, pretty much the only other choice she has, seeing since Charlotte's not there, she's injured, Rhea's now hurt. I mean, could you have put the belt on Nia Jax? That's pretty much a gamble. I'm sorry, Angel. It's a gamble right now. But honestly, if I was running things, I wouldn't have rushed putting that belt on anybody until the Queen of the Ring tournament.
Okay. Will, did you have something that you want to add to the discussion?
This discussion, there's one thing that somebody in the comment brought it up of people like to hate on transitional champions. And I think one of the things that's important to remember about that is you look at Becky and you look at Charlotte in both their capacities. Both of them, in a lot of ways, have had those transitional reigns. And what I would say, what that means to me is if they held that title less than 100 days, they held it for a quarter and then dropped it, one pay-per-view cycle. So in my opinion, that would be a transitional champion. And I always use this metric to measure it by, and that's Triple H, because he's pretty much appreciated across the board by all wrestling fans as being one of the GOATs. Everybody agrees. Like, there's very few haters that go, okay, Triple H is trash. And I know these because I've argued this point a bunch. 22 title reigns, and that man only had 5 that were over 100 days. Triple H made a career and a legacy out of being that short transitional title reign champion. When WWE needed somebody, Triple H was always there. It didn't matter if it was for 30 days, 50 days, 90 days, he could be that man. Charlotte, I just looked hers up too. 17 title reigns. Charlotte's only had 5 that were over 100 days. She's on the exact same track Triple H was on, to have these come in, be the person when they need her to be, and then she backs out. Becky on that same trajectory. And the argument of putting people over, Mid-South did a great job of explaining. I always say there's a huge difference between going over and getting over. I feel like those are 2 very different things, and a lot of time the IWC, they interchange them and kind of weave them together, but they're not always the exact same thing.
Okay, cool. Miss South, I believe you had a comment. I think you were trying to make a comment before. Go ahead.
Yeah, so this is going back to what Light Skin Guy just said. You want to get your Queen of the Ring tournament over. You want it to mean something. Think about the AEW's Continental Classic last year. One of the major attractions to the Continental Classic was that if Eddie Kingston did not make it to the finals, we knew he was losing his title. So why not put Becky in the Queen of the Ring tournament with the title on the line? Problem solved. That's how you build a
That
star.
was mainly my point. Have the winner win the title.
Yeah, they
Right.
could have
And I'm
easily.
saying the title is already awarded now. Have Becky enter it with the title. And if she don't make it to the finals, we know there's going to be a new champion. If she does make it to the finals, you have a chance.
Right.
They do
Right.
that with the
Totally
Royal
agree.
Rumble not too long ago, where the champ, I think it was Roman maybe, who went in as the champion, and if he got eliminated, he lost, and whoever won the Rumble was supposed to be the new champion. Wasn't it Roman?
That's the year Triple H had won it. So I think he eliminated Dean.
I mean, 1992 Royal Rumble was
Ric
Was it
Flair,
the 90?
Same thing, yeah. Vacant world title.
Yeah, or
They said that was the greatest. That was the greatest
The
tournament.
that Royal Rumble was hilarious because Roman was like, "I'll take them all on," and Vince was like, "Oh yeah, well, huh? Royal Rumble."
As far as the Queen of the Ring tournament goes, I think I heard somebody say this. I don't even know if rumor is the right word, but somebody said that somebody pointed out that
we know Joe.
Gunther's promo a couple of weeks ago, he suggested that winning the King of the Ring afterwards, he was going to challenge for whatever title.
No.
And so that kind of put the idea out there that maybe the plan is, even though they haven't said this out loud on Raw yet, that the plan might be for whoever wins those tournaments.
That was
to
the
get a
rule
title
last
shot.
time, and they skipped it. Xavier Woods was doing a title shot. He was cutting a promo like, "I'm supposed to be getting a title shot." Then Roman came out, beat him up, and took the crown. That literally was the rule. They said over and over in Saudi Arabia, King and Queen of the Ring, automatic #1 contender. Xavier came out to cut his promo, Bloodline came out, beat his ass, took the crown, and walked out. Ain't nobody say shit.
I mean, that
Selena
was the
Vega
whole.
came out in her
That
anime
was the
queen
whole.
shit. Ooh, I
Let
want to challenge. Got beat up. Everybody walked out.
Okay, let
That
me
was
ask
the
you a
whole
question.
premise of the King of the Ring to begin with.
Yeah,
And
let me.
everybody just let it slide. Remember, the Bloodline came out, jumped Roman. I mean, jumped Xavier, took the crown, and walked out the ring.
But I
So
mean,
let
that
me
was the
ask
whole-
you guys this. Let me ask you guys this. Do you feel that Xavier Woods and Zelina Vega is probably the two most disrespected or mislooked?
Yes.
Okay, never mind then.
Okay,
That
hold
and
on,
Baron
hold on,
Corbin.
hold on, wait.
That and Baron
Before-
Corbin.
hold on, Before
I don't think so.
Before Grand Mid-South go, just hear me out. The man, I felt like he should have been the one to dethrone Gunther. And I'm going to tell you why. Gunther's very first promo, he called New Day clowns and disrespectful to this business. The very first time we saw Gunther on the main roster, he said, "Look at you clowns. I wouldn't, y'all not worth my, what he said? Y'all not
Nah.
worth my time of me lacing my boots." Walked off. Kofi, they had a tag team match. They came back. Ludwig was right there like, "My ring general was disappointed in you. He told me not to even speak to you." Walked off. You had it building. Unfortunately, Ridge Holland fucked it all up. So it's Ridge Holland's fault. Because we were going to get Imperium and New Day.
So I'm just going to respond to Regular Joe. And yes, we are looking at your comments. We are not going to respond to your comments just because you saying something. That doesn't work. If it's relevant and if it's worth talking about, we will talk about it. Now, Regular Joe, you said that the King of the Ring shouldn't be attached to the #1 contendership. I do not know how long you've been watching wrestling, but it's always been the rule. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, Brock Lesnar won the King of the Ring, and he had a storyline going to SummerSlam. That's always been the King of the Ring.
Oh, wait.
Like, what
Just
are
don't
we
forget
talking
about
about?
King Sheamus. King Sheamus was a banger. When he had that big ass shillelagh, he was knocking people out. That
Right.
was it.
Yep.
So,
Remember he had the Loki crown? I tell
Go
you,
ahead, man.
saying something.
Oh.
Mr. Perfect was never WWE champion. So back to the Xavier Woods and what's old girl named Thea Trinidad? What's her
Zelina.
name?
Zelina.
Zelina.
Did you say Trinidad?
That's her real name.
That's her
ain't it?
real. That's her real last name.
I couldn't think of a wrestling name. My bad.
That's a real name.
Not you good. You good.
Everybody is not meant to be champion. Like Money in the Bank and things like that. Those are ways of skipping the line or cheating to the title. Everyone is not meant to be champion. So I mean, I just don't see Xavier Woods as a champion.
So, Regular Joe, I mean, you say, so I don't know how long you've been watching wrestling. Well,
To
I
a
mean,
certain extent,
if
Hot Take, I see you.
If you knew that, you want to set that dumbass shit in the comments.
Hold on,
I'm just saying.
Hold on, wait. Regular
Bro,
Joe.
he
I've been
could
seeing
come
your
up
comments.
here.
Scroll
I
up.
mean, right, that's what I'm saying. Like, you want to be a keyboard warrior in the comments, but then yet you don't want to come up here on the box. So stay where you at, and please do not go past go. Continue.
Trade Kane and bring Joe up. This is ridiculous at this point because he's just gonna like run in the comments.
Right.
Mute his
Don't be
ass.
keyboard warriors. Come in the comment. I mean, come in the box.
What
But
did you
anyway,
say?
go ahead.
It was once. When Regular Joe, when you said something like why people were complaining about Becky Lynch, it's not a complaint. It's just that literally since the start of WrestleMania weekend, all we heard over and over is two trending topics: finishing stories and new era. And yet again, there's a picture. The same champions as 2019 are the exact same women's champions right now in 2024. The same women. So you can't tell me it's a new era and I'm getting the same redhead. No disrespect to Becky. Again, I know the business side. Before you comment about what Becky Lynch is, I know the business side. I got Hot Take, I got light-skinned guys, I got words, I got Mid-South. Oh, I know the business side of it. I know why Becky got it. I know she got a book. But then again, why? This is a new era. Nia Jax has been delivering.
Allegedly.
I know the one who they wanted is out. She's sick. It was supposed to be Raquel. Raquel is sick. It's supposed to be Raquel. Natalia will never get a title. She's just gonna keep on collecting records. Natalia is the Vince Carter of WWE. If y'all know Vince Carter, you know what I'm talking about.
This is Natalia.
Yeah, Natalia is Vince
We're
Carter.
gonna move.
That
on.
is an accurate assessment. That is an accurate assessment of who Natalia is. Natalia is the Vince Carter
Vince
of
Carter.
the
We
WWE.
like-
She is the gatekeeper of WWE. I totally get it.
You know, Vince Carter
No.
was going out there jogging at like an old, and we were just, hey, man, ain't it good to see Vince in the layup? You go, Vince. Natalia, oh, look at her cutting TV time. Go on, baby.
Oh my God.
She's
Anyway.
She's super talented, but yet very
Did she
boring.
just get knocked out tonight going against an MMA fighter?
Yeah, she lost against Lola Vice.
So I do want to say this. I know this is kind of like off the topic, but Tim, if you are in here, you are trash for even making this comment. But I want to bring it to the congregation's attention. This man compared Jay Uso to Zack Ryder.
He
Stop it
has
right
a
now.
song,
Shut
bro.
up. Hey,
Wait.
what did you say?
Tim, if you're in here, you gotta come up and sing it. I was unaliving yesterday.
No, Tim Farmer, the farmer, the state farmer.
What did he say?
Yeah,
This
Tim.
man,
What did he say?
this man compared Jay
We gotta
Uso
get Tim
to
in
Zack
here.
Ryder. And
Hey,
I'm
real
like,
quick.
I literally have to
Vice
think about
Prince,
this shit.
scoot
I'm
over.
like,
That
the shit is fucking valid. I'm like, because like he does kind of favor like Zack Ryder's trajectory a little bit, but you know, right.
He
But
did
anyway,
that.
go ahead.
He did that.
He did that.
But
He
it was
said, whoa.
I do have a hot take on Jay Uso.
Okay, go ahead.
I feel like that this match at Mania killed all the momentum that they built up all the years. That match at Mania just...
You think it really killed his momentum?
Yep.
Like literally?
Yeah, I agree.
You think so?
I think
Yeah.
Backlash has to be his redeeming moment. Like that match has to be so good that we're like, oh, that's
he
why
got-
he's made him
it's got-
So okay, so let me ask you this: do you feel that it should be good enough for him to win the title?
No.
So what's the whole point of having this match then?
It's
It needs
just
to be
like,
good enough for them to talk
it's
about.
just like with Ospreay and Ricochet. Like that match was so good. That either one of them could have won. It would have made a difference. But it's just a good match. Like he has to have one of those matches with Damian Priest. Like it has to be just one of the like a good ass match. Like he's still over because he's catchy. But
Right.
like now, wrestling wise, he has to really get over.
So RM, I'm not saying that Jay isn't over. I'm saying on like the same reason why Becky and Charlotte and them always get built because of the marketability and everything, the whole package. Jay lost some of that in that match with his brother. Because y'all begged us for this, we gave y'all that. I don't care how much time we gave y'all. Y'all wanted this, and that's what you gave us. Even your own daughter got distracted and was playing Angry Birds on her phone.
Yeah,
And he
she's
in the ring.
playing. She's
Watch
playing
out,
a Block
Angry
Wars on her phone.
I'm on Roblox, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, she like it was a boy. It was a filler. And the thing about it is that they didn't do like if they were doing moves that they were when they were like painted face Usos. Oh, we gonna get a banger. That's gonna be a banger.
So I do not know why we
Day
just got
two.
flagged for harassment and bullying. I do not know, but we're going to continue. Keep going.
Regular Joe.
Yeah, we got So everybody remember.
I love you
to-
all so much. Remember, sunshine and rainbow is my favorite color. The letter
Don't do that. Don't do that. So remember, and I don't know I don't know what we said or whatever, but yeah, we got a violation though. But remember to use TikTok language, and let's continue.
I feel like Becky Lynch is the greatest woman on Monday Night Raw.
That's a lie. You don't.
Wait, I have to
you are
say
lying.
something?
Y'all are so stupid. Y'all are so stupid. Okay.
You are lying.
Okay. Did somebody go? Okay. Who was speaking? Who's
Me.
talking? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Kay.
Okay, so I have to say about Rhea when she come back and she, something really feel about something. I don't know because Liv and Dominic, right? So I was looking Jay Uso's face and I look at her, and Liv and Dominic, I don't know what they doing and stuff. Cause I see the background, I see Liv Morgan. They was same as they in room with Liv and Dominic. I don't know what they doing and stuff, right? And Dominic with the LWO with what's his name? Sancho's son?
Santos, yes.
Santos, right?
Escobar, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Santos say to Dominic, right? And he said, wait. You got something on your stuff. That he said that, right? But I saw the way they doing. I don't know, but Rhea is gonna be so mad. When she come back, will she find out what happened, JD? Will she find out come back with Dominic? When did the Dominics do what they talk with Liv? But
So Mr. Tim Farmer, the State Farmer insurance Farmer. He also said this that he also said that at SummerSlam that they should have like a sperm bank ladder match in between Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley.
It was to put Dominic in a cage above the ring
Tim
and then
Farmer
have a
must
yes.
be stopped.
Yes.
He must be stopped.
You would hang him over the top of the ring.
How many love angles is Liv Morgan gonna be?
I can't.
Now, Joe, I want you to think for a moment. I get off of work and I swipe lives, and this is what I came to was this one and Tim Farmer having a hoot over there.
I
got a question about Swerve.
Why
Go
is
ahead.
that? Why is that? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, whereas.
I got a question. Now, listen, I know this is a very pro AEW audience over here. And
So before you go past go, okay, number one, everybody is WWE fans and AEW fans, so please do not start off with violence. Please don't do that because I really don't want to.
I just want to know, did Warren do his homework first? Did they give you enough information on who Swerve was?
Stop it!
For the record.
Stop.
That's hilarious.
Sorry,
For the record.
Sick bird, bro. Sick bird.
Did you Wikipedia him?
Shut up! Shut up! Anyway,
For the
go ahead.
record.
Go ahead.
We just laughing at anything now?
No, we was laughing at that comment, but continue.
It was funny, Warrants. Don't do that.
My question is, do you guys feel like they've started off Swerve's title reign? Like, have you guys come away from the first he's been champion for 2 episodes? Do y'all feel like they're treating him like a champion should be treated and booked so far?
So we can matter of fact debate about this because matter of fact I do not mind debating this. Go ahead.
I got a question
Whoa, wait. Hold on. Let's go to Joe. Let's see what Joe got to say. Go ahead, Joe.
Because of the way that Swerve has been booked, and because of the way of the narrative of what Swerve is, the narrative of Swerve is for him to fight for everything that he wanted, because he felt like people were getting opportunities that they weren't supposed to get in the first place. So him having the 3 matches since his championship reign makes sense to do so in the first place. So yes. Now, if you're doing it in comparison to someone else's championship reign, who I will not name, that is a false narrative, and you can't do that because they're vastly different. For the 99th time that I've had to say this to somebody,
hold on.
They're not the same thing.
Before we continue, I'm not leading any sort of narrative. I'm asking, like I said, I know this is a very AEW friendly room, and I just want to see.
So once again, this is your second offense. Okay, this is your second offense.
I know
so
I'm like AEW. What is
sir? I'm trying to be nice to you. I'm trying to be nice to you. You keep thinking that this is the yellow sign, but this is not. Stop going past go.
It's
okay?
not
talking about
because when you say listen,
listen.
When you say it's a pro AEW room, you make the innuendo that we're con WWE. So when you say
I'm not innuendizing anything.
Listen, I understand this. You still cannot get past the, I guess not doing research about the Avengers, but once again, I'm not trying to come for you, but it seems like
AEW, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right, hold on, wait. Let's see what he got. Let's see what he has. Let's see what he has.
Continue.
Come on.
This is not a loaded question.
Jesus Christ.
I'm simply asking for people who are knowledgeable about the product, what you guys think of how they started off Swerve's title reign.
I mean, you could be knowledgeable too if you did your research, but you don't do that. So I bet we're gonna go to Stormy. Stormy, you got your hand up. Go ahead.
It's just like what Hot Take said. He's speaking to the character who Swerve is, and then in the first match, they're doing what a lot of people say that they don't do with the storyline. And the story is that Don Callis is a threat because no matter who is in that family, they will get a world title fight. So they're branching. Hold the hell up. Y'all gotta be fucked up. What the hell's so funny? What we laughing at? What's up?
I can't. I just, I think I turn my camera on.
It's not you. It's not you. I'm laughing at the fact that we just assumed the worst from where it's so much. She's asking a legitimate question.
That don't say nothing. That say more about you than it do about me.
I'm so sorry.
It's because he went on that 30-minute rant the last time he was up here, and he wouldn't get off of it.
Words, I'm sorry. Words, I'm sorry, bro, because I assumed the worst from your question. I'm sorry, I was wrong.
That ain't a me thing.
I try not to assume the worst from Words, but it's like he keep going past go. I keep telling him stop at the red lights, but he doesn't do that. And like I said, like, listen, everybody in here, well, some people, because there are some pro WWE fans, but I don't want to say that because I'm not trying to do the tribalism. But for you to come in here and say, oh, well, I know that this is a pro AEW space, and that is clearly not the case. That's why I keep coming for your scalp.
Whereas on behalf of this lovely program, let me apologize for these two pompous assholes in this moment.
I'm so sorry, bro. I'm so sorry.
Too. And hello, Miss Arthur, who just joined. Now, like I was just saying, they're sticking to Swerve's character for who Swerve is. Like I said, I'm going to deal with y'all two later. I'm going to deal with y'all two later. Y'all embarrassing me right now. I can't believe y'all just did that, man.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
The one time Worms actually doing something that's not Worms, and y'all just acting like he was Worms. How dare you?
He need to be. Listen, he needed to be aware that this is not a pro AEW space, so that's why I just brung it up. That's it.
I mean, you really about to take this on a whole other tangent.
No, I'm not, because we're about to go to something else.
So RM, the Fletcher match was to build up between the fall of Callis and Ospreay, because everybody in the Callis family has gotten the world title shot except for, say it with me, class, Will Ospreay.
Will Ospreay.
Thank you, the one student who paid attention. That's what's happening. So again with Swerve, we get like multiple stories, because everybody always like to say, well, they don't do storylines in AEW. Well, actually, I've never seen a storyline that's in an NBA draft.
Stop it!
Shut up, Stormy. Stormy, shut up.
Now, what happened?
Shut your
Because
mouth.
did you know? Hold on, wait a minute. Did you know that Cody Rhodes is here with AJ Styles? Because 20 years ago, AJ Styles fought Dusty Rhodes. So that's another story. That's why Cody Rhodes said, "You're not going to beat this road. You're not going to cross this road. You're going to have a nightmare." Because AJ and Dusty fought for the NWA title back in 2010. So therefore, Triple H is great at long-term story.
That boy a fool.
You won't get that. Oh, and actually, Triple H would have got a real stunner, not that Meltzer driver like Tony Khan got, and he didn't even sell it. He didn't even sell it right. That's not what happened.
Stormy, shut up.
They don't sell in AEW.
Shut up.
They don't sell
I
it.
need Stormy. I'm gonna have to mute your camera because I literally can't breathe.
They don't sell it. Hey, did you wait a minute? Because also Fletcher Cox and ROH. So why does this AEW have to have ROH? Why don't they have their own stars? Why don't they have their own stars? Why does AEW have to go to ROH all the time? Oh, you can't say NXT, because NXT has Trick Williams, and Trick Williams worked with Carmelo, and Carmelo was already built in NXT. He didn't go anywhere else.
Okay, Light Skin and Galdon, you can come next.
I hate y'all, bro. I hate
you. Why are we always coming at Tony Khan for selling that Meltzer driver and that Jack Perry punch? When have you seen Vince McMahon take a stunner over the years? He's taken one properly, yes.
I think I'm gonna ignore that one.
Didn't he seize after one on purpose? Like he wasn't like.
Hold on. So you're gonna compare a guy who in his 40s to somebody who's 70? Like Vince actually had the bad back, so he can't.
Vince is on that gear.
Hip, Stormy. Bad hip.
Shut up, Stormy.
Gear.
Everybody, we at 20K.
I hate y'all so much.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Shout out to the comment section, y'all. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. All right, keep going.
Okay, where it's for context for your question, just to answer your question, I think that's the reason why. So that's the answer to my question. Just because I think he had to fight for everything, so therefore they want him to be a fighting champion. And in AEW, the narrative is just there's not a lot of talking involved. Like you talk with what your ability in wrestling is. And I think because of who Swerve is and the type of champion Swerve wants to be, they want him to be a fighting champion so he can be represented properly in that manner. That's why.
Okay, cool. Will, light skinned or mid? Did you guys have like a retort?
Let Mid-South go.
Go Mid-South. Okay, go ahead.
So I don't really understand the question. How is a world champion supposed to be treated when they win the world champion? I mean, they're the world champion. They're already number one in the company. How are they supposed to be treated in 1 week's time?
He should have had a party. They gave Willow a party. Why didn't they give, like, Swerve a party?
Why?
That part.
Okay.
Because he kept saying it's Swerve's house. Well, I want to see his house party. Like, it should have been
So
streamers.
let me ask. So okay.
You can't tell me there wasn't a
so
party
you're joking?
city at all in Florida.
Petty. But you know what? Mid-South.
I want to seriously.
I actually agree with her. I agree with my.
I'm serious.
I do.
I'm being serious, Mid. I wanted a
I want to
party. I thought they
seriously
would
answer
have
that
something.
question.
Go ahead.
I want to seriously answer that question.
Go ahead.
Okay. When does the champion celebrate with a party? When
MJF won and Willow won and when
Where
Jericho
did-
won, they had
So
champagne.
I have two retorts to that, but one, where did that start? Because that has only happened. It never happened in WCW. It never happened in Mid-South Championship Wrestling. It never happened in WCCW. It never happened in any of the other wrestling, NWA. It started happening in WWE, WWF a long time ago, and since then, randomly people would do the same thing. The world champion is the champion. That's the celebration. Number two, one of the old tales in wrestling is if you're gonna do something for one person, you can't do it for another person because that waters it down. So if they were already throwing a party for Willow as part of that storyline, then they couldn't throw a party for Swerve at the same time.
Okay,
That
so
doesn't make sense.
I kind of disagree because, like, number one, like that part I kind of semi agree with because, like, okay, you doing the party for Willow. I'm sorry for Willow, or I'm gonna leave her alone. Okay. Yeah, okay. You did it for Willow, but I'm sorry, but that's like a less than. She's a mid Carter. I'm sorry, but she didn't need a party. She went to fucking Chuck E. Cheese. That's her party.
I could easily say she needed it more than Swerve did. Swerve is number one in the company. Number one in the company.
And I totally agree.
He don't need no damn party.
I needed that house party. I'm sorry. Chuck E. Cheese. She did that shit. She played in the balls. Good for her. But I'm sorry.
I got a question for
pissed.
myself. I got a question for myself.
Pause.
Sure. You said that Swerve being the champion, he's number one in the company. What have we seen this week that made you feel like Swerve is number one in the company?
The fuck?
He carried the fucking championship. He kicked off Collision. He's the champion.
How you gonna say?
So you think?
Can I interject?
So in your opinion, this is an honest question of your opinion. In your opinion, you think just holding the belt makes you like number one in the company?
Can I interject to that? As someone who was in the city where Dynasty took place, the only wrestler they promoted down here was Swerve. Nobody else was mentioned on our TV channels. Swerve threw out the first pitch at the Cardinals baseball game. So therefore, to me, that shows number one. In Mid-South, you could have had two celebrations. Like, remember when the Ass Boys and Bang Bang Gang, they had a celebration off camera, and then you did the main one on screen. Remember when Jeff Hardy actually won the world title? He had a celebration. Do most of the things with cars going off TV while also live.
Okay, so what about Moxley's celebration when he won the title?
His
What
celebration.
about CM Punk's celebration? What about CM Punk's celebration when he won the title? They literally wrestled the next. They literally wrestled the next week. They won the title.
I mean, but this is like historic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Punk is straight edge. He don't drink.
Right, and he injured his ankle.
So you got to drink the party, dude. So I get it. I get it. You guys are brainwashed and you're used to
Excuse
somebody
you.
winning the title having a party.
Okay, so you gonna talk about? Okay, so you wait. No, I'm not gonna let him get away with that one. Number one, first of all, just because you are 80 years old or whatever, and you stuck in the past, does not mean that we don't know our fucking wrestling. It's just my whole thing is like I feel that they could have at least threw a party or something, some type of celebration for Swerve because this was historic. Like this was historic. This was a historic win. But for you to come on here talking about we're brainwashed, I think that you're trash for even saying that comment.
I think I don't Mid-South. Number one, you said Mid-South was 80. That was wrong. Okay,
I know he don't look no. Yeah, he don't look nowhere near 80.
That was
right.
wrong.
I know.
You owe him an
Man
apology.
has a mansion for no reason.
Could have had a party is different than should have had a party. So I'll agree with you on that. Could have, yes. Should have, not necessary.
I think because of how they've built Swerve and how they wanted to, like with MJF was a heel, so him having a party makes sense. Mm-hmm. Chris Jericho, heel, him having a party makes sense. Willow Nightingale is supposed to be this fun-loving gal that's about fun, so her having a party at Chuck E. Cheese only makes sense. With Swerve's character and having to come from the bottom and having to make his way up, all he knows is fight. Like he's not the pop bottles champion. That's not who he is.
You know why? I can tell you why they didn't do a party. Because they needed the deductible for his stupid neck. That's why.
Wait.
They needed to buy that dumb brace for his neck.
You dumb. You dumb. You dumb.
Can I say something about RM's?
Go ahead.
Hey, RM, that statement you just made right there. That is the very reason. That's the very reason why I say AEW is polarizing the folks, because to say Swerve opening in Dynamite and Moxley closing it was a bad look. Do you know if I just wander over to the other channel of the other company, 9 times out of 10, the person that wins the world title opens up the next show and don't be in the main event. Mm-hmm. It used to be they would open up the show. They may have another segment during the show, and then they would close the show. But that's not how it's done nowadays.
Mm-hmm. For the record, by your logic, then Cody Rhodes shouldn't have opened up WrestleMania After Raw because he was the first one on that segment, WrestleMania After Raw with Triple H. So that whole thing doesn't make any sense to have your main champion go on last when that's the most prevalent thing that happened as the main event. Because remember, at AEW Dynasty, the main event was Samoa Joe and Swerve. And that's what we remember first. And then we haven't watched the show since Sunday. So on Wednesday, why not give us something that was more polarizing and the one thing that we wanted to happen in the first place? You give us a champion. That's how that works.
So, matter of fact, I'm glad that you talked about Cody Rhodes because, okay, before we go into that, Stormy, what do you guys say?
I was going to say because did y'all forget they trying to also build up to Forbidden Door again? You got that coming up? That probably might help some people. You know,
we'll talk about that.
That's probably why Moxley went last. Oh, and why a lot of people probably wanted the party for Swerve is because, like Hot Take said, the moment first black champion, damn, we don't get no cookies and nothing. You just gonna come out here and just straight fight. You're not gonna acknowledge you the first black. Nah, I need to see some Hennessy or something. Like you've been wearing grills this whole title run. Come out with the Kobe jacket on or something.
He a mess. He is a mess. So everybody, this is our last segment. Once again, you are listening to Wrestling Debates and Catering with myself and Mr. Joe. And shout out to and Angel. Yes. And also shout out to our comment section and also our panel. You can listen to us. Shut up. And Stormy. Okay, and Stormy. Yes, you can listen to us Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. Remember to keep hitting the tap the screen. I'm sorry. Tap the screen. We are 20K likes. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. So our last segment is Backlash, which I did not know that it was this Saturday.
Oh, bonjour, mon ami. Get ready for Backlash in Paris.
Oh, light skin, what do you got to say?
Yeah, what you got to say?
Here's my question. Did you guys know that this Saturday, it's Backlash, but you know they're once again doing the same thing they did last year, running it against the UFC pay-per-view, which is supposed to feature Jose Aldo?
I mean,
why are they doing that?
Mighty Mouse coming back.
Why are they doing that?
He's
I don't
not
know,
coming
bro.
back. It's his last match. It's more than likely his last fight.
Oh, I'm about to say, boy.
Demetrius Johnson or Jose Aldo?
No, Jose
But
Aldo.
Jose,
let's
Jose,
talk about
yeah.
let's talk about the real narrative here. Like, this has been the worst buildup. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, this has been terrible.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying, because you're running it against a UFC, but like I get it. UFC and WWE are in cahoots with this TKO thing, but again, you are running it simultaneously with a UFC pay-per-view like you did last year. Last year, I didn't even watch
I agree, Joe. Yeah, I agree. They could have did this. Yeah. They
I
could
agree.
Yeah, they could have moved this to like Sunday, like with no hesitation.
But ain't Backlash on before that UFC pay-per-view, or will it be the same time?
No, I think it's around the same time because they have like the undercards and then they got the whatever.
Stormy, I think you're right.
Because remember, Backlash in Paris.
Because it's in France.
Yes, it's in France, right? So it'd be at noon.
It's going to be 7 o'clock there. It'll probably be 1 o'clock here.
Right.
I'll look it up right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But no, but y'all both right. Light Skin and Chris, this build-up has been terrible. I think I know one match, and that's Jay and Damian.
Exactly.
Oh, wait, AJ and Cody.
And once again, like I just
are the tag
I don't know.
Oh,
I really don't know.
Jay, ain't they fighting for the belts?
Yeah. Don't know.
Wait.
Okay. Oh, they are. Oh shit! They haven't. Didn't know that.
So with what Angel was saying earlier about Jay, do we feel it's too early to give her the belts, or is it more like, hey, why not?
Why not?
Okay.
I mean, that's where we're at right now. I mean, that's the only reason why they brought her in anyway.
I don't. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, brother.
I don't think they're going to win it because they're on two separate shows. Jade Cargill's going to be on SmackDown. Bianca Belair's going to be on Raw.
No, from my understanding,
she's not.
on both.
She's on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Bianca's on SmackDown. That was the first number one
I thought
pick.
Bianca was the first pick on Raw.
She was the first pick for SmackDown.
Oh.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that earlier.
Okay.
Boo, you didn't watch the draft.
Yeah. And light skin, I am showing that the UFC fight, it starts at 3 p.m. So it's not going to be the same time.
3 o'clock?
That's the
it's 3 p.m. And then the main event starts at 7 p.m. And the pay-per-view for WWE is like 9 a.m. So they're not going to clash.
Backlash at 9 a.m. our time?
Yeah, because remember, there's a time difference.
No,
yeah, it's 9 a.m. in the morning.
I'll get up and I'll watch that shit later. No,
real quick though. How did he forget that Bianca was literally the first pick of the draft? Like, come on, what are we doing?
I wasn't paying attention. I'm so sorry. I just wasn't.
That's why I paid attention because I was mad. I was like, what is the point of her being number one pick? What has she done?
Because she is the EST.
Yeah, but you promoted Jade for how long? How many months? And then she was like number 7?
And I'm still.
Tell you why. Bianca Belair did what almost all women do when they bring their new homegirl to the house party and nobody's seen before. Yeah, girl, this is my girl. She from blah blah blah. She do this. She do her nails. Oh, that's what she was the introduction. And now Jay's starting to get the light. Now Jay's starting to get the cheers. Because remember they used Naomi and Sasha the same way for Bianca a little bit low key. And then when that happened, it was all about Bianca.
Do you remember what happened to Destiny's Child? Michelle fell off, and the other one went the other way. And who came forward? Beyonce.
Yeah, the other one went back to
all
church.
that's going to happen is Bianca's going to grab her weave, take it off, and that'll be it. Montez.
Who gonna be
Montez?
Not speak of this
Montez.
We all forgot about Kelly Rowland.
Oh yeah, Kelly.
Yeah, we forgot about her, and we forgot about Michelle. Mm-hmm. We forgot about both of them.
Wait. Jay probably
just wait.
Single title of Atlanta versus Charlotte.
Okay, but anyway,
ignore him.
My whole thing is that this is. I don't even know if I'm gonna even watch Backlash. I'm like, I don't even know. I mean, shit, I don't do YouTube shows anymore. Stormy, you might see him on Sunday, but I'm glad I'm not doing a review on this.
Here was the worst part of Backlash. When Cody Rhodes dropped that line, like I said earlier, about AJ Styles, like, you won't beat a Rhodes this time 20 years later, and the crowd went mid. Everybody was like, what the hell is he talking about? What is he talking about? When did he face a Rhodes? What is he talking about? And I know they was in the back like, shit, I thought they watched TNA. Damn it.
Wow.
For the car commercial. Remember,
Wow.
and he said, I know you. Hold on, wait. I know you think, AJ, you have a shot at this title because of what you did 20 years ago.
RM, you were absolutely correct. Like, WWE fans do not watch TNA or WWE
and it was like,
or
what are you
AEW.
talking about? And get props to commentary. Oh, AJ Styles, know this Roll family. Nobody? Nothing? Okay, all right.
No one. Yeah, no one.
All right. We got all there.
And I hate to say this though, but I know we talk about backlash, but Cody, I'm gonna just tell you guys this. Like I have been trying to tell you guys, there is nothing sexy or absolutely anything like remotely attractive about Cody Rhodes having this title. I'm sorry.
The belt was too big on my trip.
No. It don't have nothing to do with him being too big or having that or whatever.
The belt.
I know you talking. I know the title belt. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the thing is it looks just odd for him to have that belt. It's just and he already fucking up. He doesn't even know how to do a cutter with other people.
Hey Chris, did you see what Kevin Nash said?
What he say?
Who does Cody Rhodes remind him of?
Who?
Donald Trump, a politician. And that's what we've been saying this whole time.
Didn't I say that on here, y'all? But yet I was the fucking victim.
Me and Hot Take had a legit. If y'all not,
they literally argued with me when I said that shit. I was, and I'd like to say I was the first one to say that. Thank you so much.
We both said that.
No, you didn't.
Yes,
you didn't say that shit. I was the controversial one that I said, and I quote because it's on my fucking page that Cody Rhodes is the Donald Trump of professional wrestling, and everybody said, "Chris, you a fucking fool for saying that. You're wrong."
HR called. They said, "Who cares?"
So, you know, the reason why we said that
kiss my ass. Okay, go ahead.
It's just whenever Cody Rhodes come out, I get
I just hit my ass.
Cody should be healed.
Laughing at you too. I know Joe's probably thinking that's karma.
So this is for Warrants. This comment is for Warrants. Cody Rhodes is storing Endgame. He finally did the story and then he got lazy.
Can we stop?
Warrants ain't even listening to us. He's going to a whole other generation somewhere else. He's trying to Wikipedia who Swerve was.
Shut up.
We have to stop with the Warrants thing. We have to.
Y'all really be laughing at anything. Like I got a sense of humor. But
I was using a legit comment.
That wasn't even funny.
No, I wasn't trying to be funny.
Then why are you laughing?
Listen.
Got a week of thinking who Swerve was.
I'm like, I was being real.
Listen to me right now. That was from episode 3 or 4.
It was,
and it has to die now. That we can't. There will be no more slander of Warrants and Endgame.
No, it's not. It's not.
It wasn't a slander. It was a legit analogy.
I just appreciate him not going past go. That's it. That's all. I mean, there won't be. You know what? Moving forward, per HR, we will not talk about anything about references. We will not be talking about anything about doing research. We will not be talking about in-game or out-game or in-game.
Or small packages, big belts.
Shut up, girl. We will not be talking about nothing like that because I want Wentz to feel at home. But once again, I just really suggest him not to go past go. That's it.
I just want to say this is all ridiculous right now. I did not approve this.
I'm done with y'all. Okay, so everybody, what we're going to do is we're going to do final thoughts.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so tired of y'all.
I just want to say, Stormy, you are so lucky that you're funny.
Oh my God. You're so stupid.
Now everybody hush and wave their hand from side to side.
I'm so done with y'all. I love y'all though. I really do. All right.
I can't it needs to be I believe in Angel. Just kidding. I ain't gonna watch it. I'll watch whatever on Saturday. Like when I wake up, my ass is gonna be sleeping in. I need my beauty sleep. So, I'm sorry, but you can have fun in France all you want, but this girl's gonna sleep, and I'll probably watch it in the afternoon. So, yeah, whatever. I'll read about it on Netflix or Twitter or whenever it shows up.
You've been
Anywho,
very like beastie today. Are you okay?
I proclaim violence today in all forms and categories. Go ahead. Cheerio. It's
So
Tuesday.
damn dumb.
Yeah.
Technically, it's Wednesday.
Anywho. Yeah, technically going. Well, it's only 9/11 here. Remember, I'm in Arizona.
When in France, it's fucking Wednesday.
So Netflix was meh. The draft was dumb. I'm sorry. I disagree with Joe on everything but the TK comment. That's about it. Yeah, Bianca should have never been number one. I can give two dookies about who's going to be where. Dude, stop clapping at me. And that's about it. AEW better be better because Raw was boo and NXT, yeah, whatever. And I'm still trying to figure out why the hell Chelsea Green is over there, but whatever. Anywho, I love you guys. Make sure to follow everybody.
All right.
And that's it. Go ahead, Stormy. Do your Joe Henry.
Oh, rare. Okay. Okay. Go ahead. Well, oh, my bad. Hold on. I gotta wrap her up. Okay. All right. Stormy, go ahead. You got 2 minutes.
Okay, so everybody likes to talk about ratings and everything with AEW. The actual factual what's happening is Warner Brothers or TNT is very satisfied with AEW ratings because the only thing that is beating AEW in the ratings is the NBA playoffs. On that, they're not. So it's like they're losing out to something else that's on the same product that they are. So they're in good light. Everybody is satisfied when you can go like, hey, the only thing that's stopping us is the damn NBA playoffs. That's a good look. Like in the fall, the only thing that's be hurting Monday Night Raw is Monday Night Football. No matter what, over here, you're not beating sports. If it's a good play, except it's Cleveland and Orlando, because nobody cares about Cleveland and Orlando right now. So we're doing great. My boy is back. I know y'all heard me saying his name, but El Toro Blanco is back. Bruce is healthy. I can't wait to see what happens with LFI. I'm so excited. Lucha Brothers about to kill it as always. Penta, Cero, Nero. And Cody Rhodes, I don't know, brother. You need to get back into listen to me as I talk, Cody. As a man of 1,000 voices. Find your groove. What made you Cody? Because right now I'm not seeing Cody. I'm seeing like Kyle. Like I'm just getting like, hey, like when that one white guy come with a potato salad and you just know it got raisins in it. I just know you put raisins and probably like mayonnaise and like Haagen-Dazs or some shit. Like you look like you go, hey, I just had an oat bar today. It just went great with my Nutella. Brandy, Liberty, let's go get in the van, okay? All right.
Oh my God.
I need Cody back. I need Cody. I want the man that looked at Roman in the face and said, your daddy would be disappointed your whole ass. Right now, it looks like you'll cut a promo and say, hey, Anthony, why don't we go to Backlash in Paris and get a croissant, huh? How does that sound, fellas? All right.
Okay. Thank you, Stormy. Appreciate you. My arch nemesis, Mr. Warrens, you have 2 minutes, sir.
All right, here we go. So, Becky Lynch is by far the best choice to have that Women's World Championship. Enjoy the show, sit back, and watch everybody around her great. That's what she do. She is the greatest WWE female superstar of all time. Hate it or love it, that is the truth. What else we got here? Oh, the draft barely moved anybody of relevance, so don't really, that was kind of whack. Don't really care about this Backlash show. It is what it is. I've been watching, man, look, I want to see Swerve get presented like a big deal, and I just don't feel like it's happening yet. It looks like they're just gonna wrestle him into the ground like they do all their champions, which is crazy to me. But the good thing is he's an amazing wrestler, so he actually has a chance to come out of this looking better on the other end. So we'll see how that goes, but I'd like to see him in some actual storylines that people care about, and who knows if that's gonna happen. I know they're gonna get that belt on Will Ospreay as soon as possible. What else? Oh, Drake got cooked. Woo! Oh man, that was good. Drake got cooked. And
wait, what?
That was yeah, man. That's all I got. Everybody, stay black, keep it pimping.
All right, thank you, man. All right, Mr. Midsop, you got 2 minutes.
This dude said Becky Lynch is the greatest women's. God, dog, I'm gonna have to throw my phone.
Why do you got a towel on your head?
I don't know. Hey, bro. So here's why Ric Flair is the only 16-time world champion. And that's and this is beyond the titles that they don't even claim he won, or the ones that don't get wrote into history. Mm-hmm. Let me go to my facts why I discredit John Cena. In 2009, on 4 different occasions, he was WWE. He was a world champion. Mm-hmm. In 2010, on 2 different occasions, he was champion. Mm-hmm. In 2011, on 3 different occasions, he was world champion. Mm-hmm. The point I'm making is, 1, they were playing hot potato with the championship, which mm-hmm. again, I'm not one. I don't believe the title should just be held for 2,000 days like somebody. But the dude was hot potato in the title. But not only that, they had 2 world titles at the exact same time. So I will never, as long as that's going on, as long as you're having 2 world champions at one time, I will never say anyone, until someone gets to 32, I'll never say anyone has been world champion as many credible times as the Nature Boy Ric Flair, who defended his title all over the world, night after night, in mm-hmm. 1-hour matches. Mm-hmm. And that's all I got.
All right, cool. Thank you so much for your comments, sir. Why did you just do that? Like, I don't understand. So silly. Oh my goodness. All right, Miss Kane. So silly. Miss Kane, 2 minutes.
All right. Okay. Speaking of which, Logan, I can't with Logan. So, Logan Paul, he always he was doing ideas with chicken fries. That made no sense. So, Logan Paul always, oh, I forgot to that guy, he gave to his ring, right? But he tried to hit with JD. But, you know, that's crazy like that. And I'm sorry, I was so nervous.
No, why do y'all have to be nervous? Take your time.
So I can't with Logan, but Logan, I swear to God, I will punch you too. Cause first of all, you hit my best friend JD and stuff. Cause that red eye, it looked like a hit fire pan stuff, you know. So, cause that's crazy, you know what I'm saying? But I'm sorry, I have anxiety a little.
No, take your time. Take your time.
So suddenly Damian Priest, my Pookie. So yeah, because he dragging my best friend Finn like a garbage can like that. So, you know, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for your comments. Appreciate you.
You're welcome.
No, let's give you a cheer. Let's give you a cheer. We ain't doing that. Thank you so much for your comments, Kane. All right, let's get together. You got 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Well, number one, if you felt that the draft actually meant something, all you had to do was watch this episode of NXT, and that would pretty much tell you the draft didn't mean diddly eggplant. Okay? Number two, and this is all I'm going to say because I don't need to use the rest of my time. Okay. I get that Becky Lynch was the safe choice. I get that you were 50-50 on Nia Jax, and I know a lot of people wanted Liv Morgan to win the title. I still stand by what I felt about not handing the women's world titles off so quickly after a week after it was stripped or whatever. But out of all the women's champions we have, you know who seems like the most relevant? Timeless Toni Storm.
Well, shit, drop the motherfucking mic. Okay. Oh, my God. Well, shit. Okay, all right, damn, shit. I can't stand him. I just really can't.
Here,
Let's
grab
get
the mic
together.
real
He just dropped the mic. Okay. All right, Will. 2 minutes.
First and foremost, I want to say thanks for letting me hang out with y'all. My 2 cents on Backlash. I think the problem is when you have your biggest build to your biggest show and you've got something like WrestleMania and then you only give yourself 4 weeks to build, it obviously shows an oversaturation of your pay-per-view market. So when you look at the breakdown, you've got your big 5. Let's include Money in the Bank in this, okay? So that's 5. That means you've got a pay-per-view every, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, just in that. You think about the fact they run 12 pay-per-views, which means you get one every 4 weeks now. It's oversaturated. You shoot yourself in the foot and don't give yourself enough time to build. 2, Cody's issue as a champion, he was a dog chasing a car. Everybody's fascinated when they're watching that happen, but what happens when that dog catches the car? I can't remember who said it earlier, and I apologize, but it's the old mantra that babyface champions are supposed to have that fight from underneath. Once they become the champion, heels come in and immediately start chipping away at their armor. It's all about the chase with babyface champions. The hot potato title, Mid-South. Make it, as long as you make it make sense going in from title change to title change. I love hot potato titles if it's done right. I always go back to Flair and Wahoo in '78, the Mid-Atlantic title. They changed it like 4 times in 16 months. Completely agree. Kendrick cooked Drake. Less than 50% of the draft changed brands, so it's their responsibility to make it make sense on TV. In my last 10 seconds, I lovingly say this, Stormy. As Alex Kane would say, I may be a melanin deficient hoe, but I sure as fuck don't put raisins in my potato salad.
Y'all, okay. Co-host. What's up?
That was a motherfucking bar. Oh shit.
It's a bar.
That was a
bar.
That was a fucking bar.
That was a bar.
All right, here we go. Let's run it down. 1-on-1. Trick Williams should not be NXT champion. Does not make sense that he beat Dominic not Ilya Dragunov. Makes no sense whatsoever. He only got because he's popular. Number 2, AEW is going to be going ham for the next pay-per-view. It's going to be a setup for everything under the sun. It's going to be amazing. If I was AEW, I would keep Will Ospreay from the heavyweight title just so Swerve actually gets a decent reign at this point because I don't want him going against Swerve unless there's a storyline and actually means something. 3, it is WrestleMania Backlash, and I think they're relying on the fact that they promoted WrestleMania so much that it's going to go to Backlash, which is stupid. I don't agree with that, but it is what it is. Also, Becky is the safe choice. I get that there's other people available, but that's who we should have went with in the first place. And also, finally, the greatest women's superstar out of the 4 horsemen is Bayley. There is no debate. There is nothing else to talk about. Bayley's the best. She's good at every single thing on the card. She can wrestle, she can cut promos, and she has a look about her, and she is actually very, very dynamic in that sense as well. I recruit my 30 seconds of time to my other co-host, who is the greatest of all time, and I love you.
Thank you. Appreciate you. All right, y'all. Number 1, kick-ass show, y'all. This was like a really, really great show. I already knew we was going to be going at each other, World War III. I appreciate you guys for coming in. Once again, follow myself, #Heels for Life Wrestling Podcast. Follow Joe, Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. And follow everyone that's on the panel. We'll be back Tuesday night. I do not know if I'm going to be running the space after Backlash. I'm not exactly sure. I'll let you guys know. But until that time, I'm your host, Mr. Team Bring It. That's Mr. Joe from the Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. We'll see you guys next Tuesday. Night, everybody!
Secretary says goodbye.
Bye.